Hey guys, welcome to this week's First Impressions. Today we are going to be playing with some new foundation that is revolutionary, that I am really hoping I love because I have been dying to try this, and the idea of it I think is really cool. This is new from CoverFx. These are the custom cover drops. A lot of you have been asking me to try these out. This has a high claim. It claims that it can turn any of your product, be it a primer, an oil, a moisturizer, or a foundation you already use and love but you want more coverage from. You can basically play mixologist and take a drop or two or three or four, depending on the amount of coverage that you want, and create your own enhanced foundation. And what's cool about that, I think, is if you want to quickly, like what I'm gonna do, take a primer that you know you like, add some color to it, and just in one step even out the skin, you can do that. But also in my mind, I'm like, well, what if I'm going to the gym, I'm putting on like a sheer lotion anyway, why not like add a drop of this to that, and I'm getting my skincare benefits, it's not too heavy, and I didn't have to use two foundations for that. Does that make sense? Today, how we are going to play with this product though is, of course, full coverage. Let's see how much muscle we can get out of this little dropper. You see me holding two of them right here. That's because I got N30 neutral and G30 golden. So they have neutral tones, they have golden tones, they have every tone imaginable. It does not matter what skin color you are, CoverFx has you covered, literally. That is something I really appreciate about the line, and I know most makeup artists appreciate that about the line, and people who have hard skin to match appreciate that when a line has really deep, intense shades and then fair, very porcelain shades as well. So anyone can be matched to this foundation. I am going to try out the G30. I kind of swatched them a little bit on the back of my hand. G30 is gonna do the trick. So I'm going to take my anti-aging primer from CoverFx. I've used this for a long time. I actually like using this without makeup even, because it's like that kind of, it looks like Vaseline or balmy, but it's not. It doesn't make your face greasy at all. It just kind of blurs everything out and leaves the skin looking really pretty and fresh. But for me, I have combo skin, so I can't do like the super hydrating primers. Otherwise, I look like an oily mess. And if I do mattifying primers, then I look like the desert and I need like a splash of water in my face or something. So this is a nice primer for me right now. It's working for my skin. That doesn't look too appealing, but watch the magic happen. We are going to take our G30 because I want to see like how intensely this can cover. I am going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 4 drops. Whoa, that was like 2 seconds and it just completely took over that primer. Huh. All right, let's just slap this on my face and see what happens. I am applying this with a brush. I'm using circular motions to kind of buff it in. This is interesting because that primer is so silky. It has like that silicone-y, silky feel to it. So that just like took 2 seconds and blended over the skin really nicely. That is like really quite flawless. It's covering everything up, but it doesn't look like it's sitting on top of the skin at all, which is really nice because I hate that when you can see foundation. This is surprisingly like super coverage without, like, look at that. Look at half my face is like has all this red and hyperpigmentation right here, which you could see even more in real life. And then this side is just like, I like it. I just scratched myself here. That is not the makeup. It's just me. The other thing that I'm noticing that's really nice is this area that I'm patting right here. That is my trouble spot where I constantly have to like exfoliate and make sure that there isn't dry, dead skin there, because foundation tends to really grab on to this spot and it's just smoothing over it really nicely. It's not exaggerating it. All right. I like it. Clearly I need to conceal underneath my eyes and bronze up the face and add a little more dimension to it because I'm looking quite flat. But so far so good. All right, I'll be right back. So I have the rest of my face makeup on. I'm really extremely happy with how this feels. It kind of, you know, sometimes foundation just feels like it's gonna hold into place and then it almost makes your face feel kind of like firm and just good. This doesn't feel sticky or slippery or anything like that. It just feels really great. If it stays like this, I'm going to be super happy. I'm going to check back in with you guys several times throughout the day, you know the drill, and see if things have broken apart, if it's still looking as good, if it's oxidized, all of that stuff. We will check this out in natural light as well, and I'm really hopeful. I really, really love the way this looks, and I want to point out something I did off camera. I took a little drop directly on my finger, like this much, and I pressed it into one of my biggest trouble areas, my biggest trouble spot, literally. Right here, I have a sunspot that nothing will cover it without it looking very lifted, raised. Just like when I cover it, usually it calls more attention to that area, so I'm just like, whatever, I don't care. But I thought that this was so intense in pigment that I would try covering that up, and you can't see it. It's really kind of freaking me out in the best way possible. So yeah, so far so good. I will check back in a little bit. Sit. Turn around. Sit. Give me paw. Yeah, you're just the best little boy in the whole world. All right, so let's do a check-in. Wow, that is way brighter than necessary. Let me adjust that. I feel like I haven't worn a more comfortable foundation in a really long time. Like I can't even really feel that it is on. It just feels like that nice powdery kind of fresh feeling that you get when you just have your makeup on. Like it has stayed feeling that way, which is really nice. It looks not dewy, but it has like this realistic kind of lifelike thing. It's not totally matte because I did mix it with an anti-aging primer. But I'm a happy camper right now. I really, really like it. Let me like zoom you in so you can really see the truth. Look how it covered that spot. Isn't that nuts? Okay, that's too close. Anyway, you get it. It's a really good foundation. Love it. Love it. Love it. This is a very unattractive angle for me, but I would like to point out that my foundation is still on my face and looking really good, and I haven't powdered or anything. Nothing. We're at the mall. It's really freaking exciting. Wahoo. I'm getting a salad from Salata and then doing a quick little browse through for maybe possible Coachella outfits. This is where I'm headed. I sense really great festival attire in my future. And there is a Sephora next door, but no, I'm focusing on the clothing. Woo, let's go. So cute. This is super, super cute. I'm trying on clothing, potentially for Coachella at Free People. So I'm here in the dressing room. Sorry that I'm tilting the camera way back like this, but if I'm like this, then you can't even like see anything. So the makeup is still good. Look at that. I mean, little shiny, little bit shiny, and my bronzer's being a little bit weird right here, but other than that, for having makeup on all day long, we're doing great. And it's dark now. Time to go and visit with the Pookie. La 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 la. I have the midnight crazies. The midnight crazies. Who else gets the midnight crazies? You get the midnight crazies. I know it. I feel like doing the Running Man and collapsing at the same time. That's the midnight crazies. So this is my final check-in. It is almost 1 in the morning, and I really need to get some sleep because I've been up for entirely way too long. My makeup, however, my makeup's not tired. My makeup's like, hey, we can continue this because I'm not going anywhere. I am so impressed with how this wore throughout the day. I freaking love it. This might be a new everyday favorite. I'm going to continue using it. I will let you know how it mixes with other things. I'll put all the details in the description box below. This is a brand new launch product. It's available on the CoverFx site, and if I can find a code, I will jam that in the description box as well for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you try it out, let me know what you think because I think you'll be wowed. So yeah, I'm gonna go wash my face, go to sleep, and call it a day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you guys next time. Mwah.